Hello again, retro gaming fans. Ryan McQuinn here. Do you remember Ninja Turtles for the NES? Do you remember how difficult it was? I always found myself getting stuck in level 2 too. That 2-minute 20-second time limit was just awful. I used to use the no damage Game Genie code just to make it through that level. I hated doing that, however. I really don't like using cheats without first completing the game by my own merit. The game itself was very unforgiving. I got to thinking recently though, how nice would it be, for some, if the time limit was increased, or even better, removed? After messing with the ROM a little, I was able to stop the timer dead in its tracks. In this video, I show which tools I used and how I achieved this. I'm also leaving links to everything including the IPS patch in the description. Let's start. First off, you need the ROM. The one used in this video is the USA version. I can't link to any ROMs, but a quick Google search should help you out. Next, you'll need a program called McQuinn. McQuinn is an emulator with debugging tools included. There are a few others out there, but this was the first one I tried, and it worked out perfectly for what I needed to do. The link for McQuinn is in the description below. Now open McQuinn and load the ROM. Now you'll need to play the game until you reach level 2 too. I used the no damage Game Genie code as shown so I could reach level 2 quickly. Make sure to make a save state right before the entrance to level 2. Now there's two tools in McQuinn I used. In the debug drop-down menu, select debugger and memory tools. There are several options in the view drop-down: CPU, PPU memory, which is the picture processor's memory. For the purpose of this hack, we only need CPU memory. Let's go ahead and let the game run so we can find the value in memory for the level timer. Now the level has a 2-minute 20-second timer, which is 140 seconds. So I use the calculator in Windows, set to programmer, to convert 140 in decimal to hex, which comes out to 8C. Pretty much what I did was search for the value 8C and checked it to see if it was decrementing. The value is now 84, which comes up as 132 decimal, or 2 minutes 12 seconds. I even froze the position in memory to see if it stopped the timer. What I forgot to show in the video is I also clicked Add to Watch in the context menu. So I clicked View in Assembly to see where in the game loop the value is. Just clicking View in Assembly brought me to a blank space, so I had to try something else. I wanted to give myself more time, so I changed the value to FF, which comes out to be about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So finally I right-clicked the value, which by the way was at address BB, and I clicked Edit Breakpoint. This added a breakpoint at the location in memory where the value was stored, which pauses emulation at that instruction that checks the value. I finally found it. You can see at instruction A9-4E. It checks the value stored at address BB, which is the same shown in the memory tool, A2. Now luckily the instruction to decrement the value was just a few lines down at A9-5A. Now all that was left was to stop it from decreasing the value every second. I figured the easiest way was to have it just check the value instead of decreasing it. And there we have it, a frozen timer. I then saved the changes to the ROM, and even tried it in another emulator. In this case, it was BizHawk. And as you can see, the timer is frozen. So that's it. Just a little background, I have coding experience in a manufacturing setting, but not a lot with assembly. I find it exciting to figure things out, however. Leave a comment below on what you think of the video. Is there something else you'd like us to cover?
Okay, so I realize that there's a little bit of irony in the beginning of my video, especially when I state that I hate using cheats to complete a game. That is, unless I've beaten it first by my own merit. And I have beaten it first. So the purpose of this hack is not for me to cheat at the game, so much as it is for me to learn how to perform this type of hack. It was fun to learn about it. And if anyone really wants to try this, they can use it as a way of practicing going through that stage. So that way when they go to play it for real, or when they go to play it with the timer still running, it'll be just a little bit easier for them to figure it out, rather than having to start it over and over again, or having to worry about loading state after state over again. So anyways, thanks for watching and have a good one.